So my name's Alex Davis. I'm a sophomore biomedical sciences major with a minor in general management. University of South Alabama Southern and an honors student. And for today, I'm going to be kind of taking you guys on what a typical day in my life looks like. So what better way to start your day than going on a run with the University of South Alabama Run Club? So I'll see you guys there. Had a great run. Now I'm headed to take advantage of one of my favorite honors benefits, which is 24/7 access to our wonderful Bethel, which is the home of our honors college. And we have access to study rooms and free printing and free coffee, and there's a vending machine in there, all sorts of fun stuff like that. So I'll see you guys in there. One of my favorite things about the honors college is really our wonderful faculty and staff that are always available for us, like Miss Pam. One of my coolest experiences as an honors student was taking advantage of the honors study abroad scholarship. Now this scholarship covered everything for me for a study abroad to Kenya, which was a medical-based study abroad, everything for me except for the plane ticket. And on this study abroad, my eyes were really open to ways in which some people live around the world and really built this passion inside of me for medicine. I was able to go in and triage and to be able to perform basic things that people really needed help with over there. And it stemmed into my current research with Dr. Nancy Rice, the chair of the B&B department, because she was in charge of that whole program. And her research focuses around trying to solve hypertension issues within Kenya. So highly recommend taking advantage of this thing. Leaving organic chemistry right now. See you later, Dr. Forbes. Headed to pick up a griddled cheese and donut from President Bonner and our honors dean, as well as one of the brand new buttons that President Bonner made for us. Just finished my night Western Civ class, and I'm headed back over to Honors College, the Bethel, to do a little bingo event they have going on with some great prizes and whatnot. So I'll see you guys there.
We are so excited to have you here today. Who's excited to be here?
Hey, I'm Hannah. Come along with me for a day in my life as a mechanical engineering student at the University of South Alabama. I live on campus, so my day starts with a walk to the cafe for breakfast. And now we're off to class. On days like today, I love to walk to class and make a nice little sunny stroll out of it. And here we are, Shelby Hall. This is the home of engineering at the University of South Alabama. The Starbucks in Shelby Hall makes it super easy to grab a quick little refresh in between classes. Now that I'm sufficiently caffeinated, it's time to go work on one of my projects. Time to end my day at the McQueen Alumni Center for a meeting with my fellow student ambassadors, the USA Southerners. Tonight, we're electing our new officers. Thanks for coming along with me today. I hope to see you on campus.
My name is Camden Kaiser. I'm currently a graduate student here at the University of South Alabama, studying to get my Master's of Fine Arts in Creative Technologies and Practice. I was awarded the opportunity to attend an exchange program at Kansai Gaidai University in Japan, Osaka, Japan. My time in Japan was nothing short of amazing. Kansai Gaidai University was just a magnificent university, from architecture to culture. They were just very embracing. The campus in general was beautiful. Kansai Gaidai is located in the Osaka region, and the city we were in was Hirokata City. Very slow pace, a lot of like mom and pop shops. One of the most notable experiences, or maybe excursions, that I went on was my time that I spent at Rionji. And one of the main reasons we went to the Rionji temple is because of the landscaping and the the actual design of the temple itself. My experience at Ryonji was great. So getting around in Hirokata City was actually pretty easy. I think I spent maybe like $80 on a bike, and I rode that bike to class and just around the city like every day. I found it interesting that riding bikes was an essential part of transportation in Japan. If I needed to go somewhere outside of the city, I would just ride my bike to the train station and take this train wherever I needed to go. It was definitely a life-changing experience for me. The faculty, the staff, and the study abroad department, they go above and beyond to make those trips possible.
Welcome to a day in my life as a marine science student at the University of South Alabama. I first cuddle my cat before getting ready for the day. Then I take the JAG tram to go to class, where today we're taking a field trip to Dolphin Island to collect samples for our lab and to go on a trawl to learn about the organisms in our local environment, where we saw dolphins, which is super exciting. Then we went back to shore to do more sampling, including seine netting, which you see here. And then our TA explained what we caught and why that's important as a nursery. We even saw a black tip on shore, which is rare, and then we went back to lab to look at all the smaller organisms we got, and then I run around campus to advertise for our Marine Science Student Association, and I end my academic day by coming to our beautiful study room in the Marine Science Building to work on classes and all of our social media. Hope you enjoyed my day in the life as a student of South Alabama. Go Jags!
Hey Jags, my name's Angelina Ladner, and follow me through a typical day in my life as a Mitchell College of Business student. So I started my morning off with a 7 a.m. workout, and then I headed back to my dorm, which is a very convenient walk from the rec. I then got ready for class and headed to MCOB. And if you know me, you know I had to get a matcha latte from Shelby Hall before I went to work. I was actually filming a Mitchell Monday this day, so go check that out on MCOB's Instagram. Then I headed to the Bethel, which is the Honors College building, to get some lunch with my friends. After my last 2 classes, I had a meeting with my research mentor. Then I headed to the photo shoots we had lined up for work, and I had to take advantage of this beautiful day, so I went on our campus nature trails. I went back to the rec to teach my yoga class, then I just relaxed for the rest of the night to wind down from my busy day. Thank you for tuning in to the day in the life of a Mitchell College of Business student.
Hey Jags, my name is Jeremy. Join me for a day in the life of a BMD and philosophy student. First thing this morning, we are headed to Jag Palace to hang out with some of the little heroes from Women's and Children's Hospital. We are out here every Thursday morning for the spring semester with the football team, cheerleaders, and mascots spreading some positivity. These kids are just the best, and I even saw our president, Joe Bonner. Next is my first class of the day, Biomedical Ethics with Dr. McGalloway. This is definitely one of my favorite classes. And then I have Biochemistry Lab with Miss Rodenberg and Miss McDaniel. We prepared the samples last week, and this week we are running a gel electrophoresis. Definitely a learning curve involved. Then I got some studying done in the BMD Student Lounge. and then I head over to our rec center for a quick workout before I skate to Laidlaw to watch some of my friends in a play called the Caucasian Talk Circle. My friend Seth hooked me up with some tickets, and they all did a great job. Thanks for joining me for a day in the life. See you in the fall.
My name's Logan, and this is a day in the life as a University of South Alabama nursing student. So I wake up at 4:15, head to the gym after some pre-workout breakfast. Then I get hydrated, get a good workout in, then it's time to head to class. So today we had lab, and we were practicing some IVs, got it on the first stick, which is kind of unheard of. It went really well. Then I went and met with a professor at the College of Nursing. Then I was headed to SGA for a lunch meeting. Then we're back to class, then to the library. And finally, I'm gonna make it home. There's my dog, Sammy. He was excited. Then we went for a quick 3-mile run, and then I'm off to work. See you guys.
Hi, my name is Amaya Ross, and I'm a Hospitality and Tourism Management student at the University of South Alabama. Join me as a merchandise intern with the PGA Championship. First, we started off with a ride around the course at Valhalla Golf Club. We then headed to the PGA shop before the course opened to make sure our products were stocked and ready to go for the day. Later on, during our break, we got to head out to the course to watch some of the players. We ended up at a meet and greet with some of the players, so here's Max Homa, Wyndham Clark, and Tony Fennell. We then headed back to the shop to get ready for day 2 of the championship. And that's my day in the life. Go Jags!
The nature in Iceland is just gorgeous. This was a study abroad, faculty-led program for 1 week in Iceland where we studied sustainable business practices, and we were able to go from nature to the city life to companies. From the downtown, we went into the natural architecture of Iceland and enjoyed the waterfalls and seeing all of the natural beauty that Iceland has to offer. Being on the island of Iceland, we traveled from their downtown and their churches and into the harbor where we had the opportunity to learn from this marginal Arctic economy and learn about their imports and exports and how they're introducing sustainability into this industry. We were able to meet with the CEO of Iceland's NASDAQ. I think the main thing that I learned from not being in the classroom was seeing how a whole culture is working together in their sustainability goals. I feel like stepping outside of the classroom allows you to really figure out your purpose in this big, beautiful world.
To all our graduating Jaguars, the day you've long awaited has finally arrived, and I want to take a moment to commend each and every one of you for the hard work, dedication, and perseverance you've shown throughout your time here at the University of South Alabama. Today is not about your GPA or the final 100% on your degree evaluation. It's about everything you've invested to get to this point. It's about the countless hours of studying, the challenges you've overcome, the growth you've experienced, and yes, even the tears along the way. Each of you made a choice to be here, to commit to earning your degree at this great institution, and to no surprise, you made it. Whether this is your first degree or your third, you've chosen a path that will lead you to even greater things. The lessons you've learned and the people you've met will shape the rest of your life. And while today is a celebration of all you've accomplished, it's also a reminder of the bright future that awaits you. I'm so proud of all of you, and I'm grateful to be a part of this moment. Congratulations, graduates of the University of South Alabama. You've earned this. Go Jags!
On behalf of the USA National Alumni Association and more than 100,000 fellow alumni, I am honored to congratulate you today. As a fellow graduate, I appreciate your hard work and the sacrifices you've made that have led to this achievement. I also know the value of the degree you've received and the significant impact they will have throughout your lives. As alumni, we represent the essence of South's mission in the world. Along with you, we renew our pledge to be proud examples of USA through our generosity and support of the university and its mission. As you embark on the next phases of your lives, know that it is not just you against the world. You are one of thousands of Jaguars worldwide. To help maintain and strengthen your relationship with your fellow alumni, I encourage you to join the association and take part in one of its chapters and societies across the country. Participate in the association's many events, including National Game Watch parties, Jaguar Journeys travel opportunities, and alumni and friends gatherings. When you become a member of the National Alumni Association, you join a group of alumni dedicated to creating a positive impact on the university, our students, and your fellow graduates. In early 2020, we opened the McQueen Alumni Center, or the MAC as it's called. This beautiful facility is your home on campus for tailgating, reunions, lectures, special events, and so much more. It will also serve as home base for homecoming weekend next fall. Congratulations, we welcome you and we look forward to helping you maintain your relationship with USA. Go Jags!
Welcome to the Mitchell Center and the University of South Alabama. The commencement ceremony will begin in just a few minutes. Today, more than 2,100 students will be recognized as spring and summer degree candidates of the University of South Alabama. Our newest alumni will join the ranks of more than 100,000 others around the state, across the nation, and throughout the world, who proudly wear the title Graduate of the University of South Alabama. This is a significant day for our graduates, as well as all of our proud families and friends who have helped make this moment a reality. Also today, for the very first time, there will be a reveal during the ceremony, where the identity of the university's beloved mascots, Southpaw and Miss Paula, will be made known. We ask everyone to remain until the end of today's ceremony and be considerate of all of our graduates when their names are called. Each graduate and their families deserve the same opportunity to bask in this very special moment. Thank you, and go Jags!
You will not find it etched on the cornerstone of an ivy-covered building,
nor in a book on a library shelf.
You'll have a hard time even pinpointing its origin.
But the USA Way is very real.
It describes how we conduct ourselves with integrity, dedication, and class.
Simply because it is right to do so.
The USA Way is being proud with a grateful heart and a big smile.
When our students walk across the stage to receive their diplomas.
In a Mitchell Center filled with glistening eyes.
And pure happiness from fellow graduates, families, faculty, and friends.
The USA Way is being passionate about our role in teaching, research, and service. 3 elements of a single mission with a common theme.
To be the best we can be in all that we do.
The USA Way is being caregivers and healers who give hope to patients.
Providing world-class care from exceptional talents through the region's only academic health system.
Being the biggest has never been the goal.
Instead, we choose the path of being better.
Better every day than we were the day before.
The USA Way is being fierce.
Like a jaguar on the prowl, giving each play and every game our very best effort.
While representing the ideals of sportsmanship, character, and honor.
The USA Way is being humble.
Knowing that ours is a tradition steeped in decades, not centuries.
Each person who came before has helped blaze the trail that we travel today,
allowing us to build on the success of the past as we embrace the future.
The USA Way is being fiscally prudent,
not wasting what we have been given.
A university built on a solid foundation
is like the wise man's house built on rock.
The USA Way is about discovering the servant leader in each of us. Sometimes we are called to lead.
Other times, we are meant to serve.
No matter which, the USA Way is the North Star that we choose to follow.
Finally, the USA Way
is being a member of JAG Nation.
Throwing our J's with confidence and pride.
For all to see.
Our destiny was not predetermined.
Achieving it will never be easy.
But from our very first days,
the USA Way has led us to be ambitious, determined, and bold.
Moving onward and upward as the flagship of the Gulf Coast.
afternoon and welcome to the 2025 Spring Commencement Ceremony. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors, the National Anthem, and the invocation. The National Anthem will be performed by Dr. Megan Zuhowski, Assistant Professor of Music, and the University Commencement Band, conducted by Dr. William Peterson, Associate Professor of Music. Hank Rader, President of the Student Government Association, will give the invocation.
Please bow your heads if you wish as we take a moment of reflection. We pause in gratitude on this beautiful day, giving thanks for the milestones we celebrate and for the journey that has brought each graduate to this moment. With hearts full of appreciation, we simply say, thank you. We give thanks for every student represented here today, for their perseverance, growth, and unique path each one has taken. Today, we celebrate not only their achievements, but also the transformation that has taken place within them. We honor our faculty who have given their wisdom and guidance and who have also grown through the very students they have taught. Let this be a reminder that learning is a shared endeavor. We thank you for family and friends, those who stood alongside these graduates with love, encouragement, and unwavering support. Their presence today reminds us that no great journey is made alone. We are grateful for the speaker who will share words of wisdom. May their message stir hearts and ignite passion in those who hear it. As these graduates leave the halls of the University of South Alabama, we ask that you guide their steps. May they walk boldly into their calling, using their gifts and knowledge to serve others, to uplift communities, and to shape a better world. And finally, thank you for this university, for its mission to promote discovery, health, and learning, and for the lives it continues to touch and transform. With hearts lifted in gratitude, amen.
Everyone, please be seated. It is a pleasure to welcome the many distinguished guests who are joining us today, including members of our Board of Trustees and commencement speaker and longtime member of the Jaguar family, the Honorable John M. Tyson, Jr. and his family. And now, a big congratulations to the class of 2025. You represent yourselves, your fellow graduates, and more than 100,000 alumni of the flagship of the Gulf Coast, and you represent us well. Obviously, this is a proud moment for your families, many who have filled the Mitchell Center today to witness this historic occasion. It's also a terrific afternoon for our faculty and staff, and so many others who helped you cross this important finish line. Graduates, let me encourage you to take just a moment, and over the coming days, beginning now, join me in thanking all of those people who stood beside you, who pushed you, who encouraged you, and helped you get to where you are today. I often like to tell our graduates that today is just the beginning. That's what commencement really means. It's the end of your journey as an undergraduate or a graduate to earn this degree, but it's the beginning for so many other things in life. Graduate school, a career in the military or in business or your chosen profession. It gives you an opportunity, no matter where you put down roots, this degree that you've earned will help you open doors that only a degree from the University of South Alabama could help you open. And if I may quote the video that you just watched a few minutes ago, those of us who truly love this university know that the USA way is very real. It describes how we conduct ourselves with integrity, with dedication in class, simply because it is the right thing to do. So again, congratulations, graduates. You have achieved so very much, and we know and expect great things and big things from each of you in the future. And now it is my pleasure to welcome back to the podium the Executive Vice President and Provost of the University of South Alabama, Dr. Andy Kent.
Good afternoon. I would also like to welcome the many distinguished guests who are filling this arena today, especially all of our graduates and their families. Commencement is a day that I always look forward to, and I know all of you have been eagerly anticipating this day as well. As President Bonner mentioned, our speaker today, Mr. John Tyson Jr., has been a member of the Jaguar family since the early days of the University of South Alabama. You see, it was his father, John Tyson Sr., who, as an Alabama state senator, sponsored the legislation that founded this university in 1963. John is the former president of South's Student Government Association and a proud South graduate. In fact, he was SGA president when we broke ground on the first College of Medicine building. I believe there's an infamous picture of him in a plaid suit and in a yearbook in the library shelves. Needless to say, he is most excited about the Whidden College of Medicine that is coming out of the ground just a stone's throw from here. He was also the president of the National Alumni Association just a few years ago. In addition, he and his wife Beth met and fell in love while going to school here at USA. Among his many accomplishments, John was named the Alabama District Attorney of the Year in 2004. And perhaps one of his greatest accomplishments is becoming a grandfather to his grandson, Little John, who is celebrating his first birthday today. We are always very happy to see Mr. John Tyson Jr. and his family at many, many university events, and we are so very pleased to welcome him to the podium as your commencement speaker today. So please help me give a big Jaguar welcome to the Honorable John Tyson Jr.
To the members of our Board of Trustees, to our President, Joe Bonner, To our Executive Vice President and Provost, Andy Kent, and thank you for your introduction. To our Vice Presidents, Deans, and Administrators, to our faculty and staff, to all those who have gone before us, to our families and friends who are gathered here today, and most especially to the 2025 graduate candidates of the University of South Alabama, thank you for having me here today, and congratulations to you. Shortly, you will become one of more than 102,000 graduates of the University of South Alabama since its inception in 1963. I knew the founders of this university. They were dreamers and doers. They absolutely knew how limited the opportunities for higher education were in Mobile and southwestern Alabama. They knew we needed a university to anchor our region. Our founders understood what Thomas Jefferson meant when Jefferson said, quote, "If a nation expects to be ignorant and free, it expects what never was and never will be," close quote. Our founding president, Fred Whitten, took the time to explain to me, quote, that the transfer of values from one generation to the next is not an accidental event. Our founders imagined a place of higher learning on this campus that would serve everyone in the region. My friends, more than 102,000 graduates is not accidental. As our founders had hoped, our graduates have and are contributing to our state and nation's well-being. This world is a better place because this university exists. No wonder President Bonner proclaims our University of South Alabama to be the flagship of the Gulf Coast. Y'all clap loudly for yourselves. Congratulations. My task today is to help celebrate you and everyone who got us here. I also want to issue a challenge. It's your turn, class of 2025. It's your time to step up and take your place as the leaders and dreamers and doers of today and tomorrow. It's your time to shape the future. I'm going to share a little bit about my story because I sat just where you're sitting and now have the advantage of 51 years of life and work since college on which to reflect. And I can tell you this with complete confidence. I would not be here, listen to me, I would not be here without the power of love. That's right, I'm going to talk to you about love. You see, the sustained focus and effort required to build this place can only be fueled by a deep and abiding love for this place and its people. Any other motivation wears out too quickly. This is a hopeful kind of love to imagine a better tomorrow. It is a muscular kind of love to actually make this place a reality. And it is an enduring kind of love to hold fast to this vision amidst storms of all kinds through doubt and fatigue and age. Love built this place. Love has been poured into all of us who are fortunate enough to have walked this campus. We are standing on the shoulders of giants who came before us, giants who thought of us and planned for us just as our families did. None of us would be here today without them and their love. Our celebration today marks an important transition for you. You are about to step into a complicated world that changes so fast that it feels like chaos rules the day, that no one is really in control, that little is certain. Of this you can be certain. Our university has equipped you with everything you need to meet today's challenges, both known and unknown. You will never go wrong if you are guided by the kind of love that built and sustains this university. A writer named H.G. Wells once said that education is a race against catastrophe. Catastrophe is not hard to find when you turn on the nightly news. It's not hard to find when you sit down at your dining room table and you talk about your rising bills or your latest diagnosis or the loss of your job or whatever it is that's keeping you up at night. But here's the good news. You can win this race against catastrophe because you have invested in yourself and in your future at this university. They can never take away your education. When I graduated from this university, just like some of you, I wasn't sure what life was going to look like. I had been admitted to law school. I vaguely sort of knew that maybe public service was in my future. To date, I either am or have been a greenskeeper, a shrimp picker, a camp counselor, a waiter, a shoe salesman, an assistant tax assessor, an assistant in probate court. I became a husband, a yard man, a garbage collector. I really did do that. A law clerk, an intern, a lawyer, and a school board member. I became a father, an adjunct faculty member, a district attorney, and a nonprofit director. I am grandfather to two bright young men. John, as the president said, is 1 year old today. We don't have any idea what we're going to do to top this next year. I share all this to say and to show that you will become and you will do many things in your lives and careers. May your time at this university remain a guiding light in your life as it has been in mine. My life's work has been concerned with the education of our children and keeping them and all our people safe. I've been on hundreds of homicide scenes. That taught me something about life and death and what really matters. This work challenged me to expand my definition of love to love the unlovable. That's even hard to say, to love the unlovable, to find our way out of catastrophe. I remember being faced with the unthinkable when a young mother and her mother murdered their newborn baby within an hour of its birth. There is little more horrific than the intentional killing of a newborn baby. What in God's name do you do? Prosecute? We did. 25-year prison terms for both of them, we delivered. But it's too late for the baby. Could we do something to stop the next baby murder? What I learned at this university is how to take a problem apart, to look at multiple perspectives, to imagine the possibilities for a different outcome. This university is where I learned how to ask questions and where I learned to listen. We tackled this problem with curiosity and compassion. We learned that mothers, often very young women who hide their pregnancies, are likely to deliver their babies alone and in secret. They face real life and death emergencies without support. They may panic. They may do the unthinkable. But instead of judging or condemning a mother in crisis, we decided to provide a safe and secret solution that managed the emergency of the birth. We thought if we could keep everybody safe, we'll figure out whatever problems come, and there are problems. We hoped that it would save lives. We created the Secret Safe Place for Newborns program, allowing mothers in crisis to surrender their newborns to hospital emergencies without fear of prosecution for abandonment of the child, no questions asked. And you know what? It worked. We saved 3 babies in Mobile County in the first year. We launched the program in January of 1998. Within 10 years, a mere 10 years, all 50 states and all United States territories enacted statutes establishing versions of Secret Safe Place for Newborns. And then the program jumped to Canada, then to Europe, then to South Korea, then to India. A new version of the program arrived in Mobile last year when the Children's and Women's Hospital at the University of South Alabama installed a baby box. How about that? As of this past weekend, the National Safe Haven Alliance reports 5,001 babies and their mothers have been rescued since 1999 in the United States alone. Now, mothers in crisis can act with love instead of fear and give their child the greatest gift, a chance at life. Do you see love at work in this situation? Can you feel the race against impending catastrophe? Here's another story about my work and how love showed the way. We got a call about a 4th grader who I will call Little Johnny. He came to our attention because he stood up on his desk at school and threatened to kill everybody in the room. Instead of the usual response of sending him home from school or suspending him home and sending him, Instead of the usual response of suspending him from school and sending him home to get, quote, fixed, we decided we could do better and asked, why was little Johnny screaming bloody murder and wanting to kill people at the tender age of 10 years? At his home, we found neither a father or a mother. Instead, we discovered an elderly grandmother who could not read, attempting the care of Johnny, and 2 younger children. She had neither a stove nor a washer. We discovered Johnny had been born addicted to drugs and alcohol. We found out that he had punched his grandmother in the face. There is no question in my mind but that in as little as 5 years, he would have acted on his impulse and pulled the trigger had we not intervened. We addressed the underlying root causes of the problem with medicine, a workaround for illiteracy, complete and clean uniforms for all the children. A men's church group provided kitchen and laundry appliances, and Johnny's teachers thought we had worked miracles because now they could do their job. We didn't work miracles. All we did was take the time to ask a few questions and use existing resources to make necessary adjustments for the family. But I ask again, can you feel the impending catastrophe if we don't act? The program we invented to address little Johnny issues is named the Helping Families Initiative. It is spread into 20 of Alabama's 42 district attorney's offices, and we're not going to stop till we get them all done. Love, my friends, gives us the opportunity for success. I'll share one more story that is, without doubt, the most important in my life. This is the campus. Maybe I should say it this way. This campus is where I met the love of my life, Beth. She took my breath away in 1973. She still does to this day. We celebrate our 50th wedding anniversary on August 2nd, 2025, a couple of months from now. "50 years of marriage is no accident. You see, the sustained focus and effort to build a marriage that lasts a lifetime is fueled by a deep love for one another. In the beginning, it was a hopeful kind of love to imagine a life together in the family. It became a muscular kind of love to make our family a reality. It is an enduring kind of love to hold fast to one another amidst the storms of life. We are grateful. I suspect some of you are doing the same thing we did back then. Our founders' spirits are alive on this campus today. If you remember, as I started this speech, I listed a whole bunch of people and I extended great greetings to them. But if you have any doubt about whether or not the founders' spirits are alive on this campus, I want to refer you and ask you to look at the chair of our board, Miss Arlene Mitchell. This woman radiates. Did you hear that? This woman radiates love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. With all the things that she and her family have done and all the things that she must continue to do, why don't you find out for yourself why she found time over the years to regularly go to Children's and Women's Hospital to, quote, rock the babies? Love transcends the laws of our universe. Love is the only thing you can take from this world into the next. Love does not work unless you give it away. Love has no limits. All religions profess love. Atheists and agnostics practice love. St. John said, God is love. Graduates, go forward from this place with love in your heart. Put love to work in your lives and careers, and follow the legacy of love left to us by our founders and every last person who has worked at this university for the last 61 years. Be bold, be ambitious, be brave. God bless the class of 25.
Let's show our appreciation one more time to John M. Tyson, Jr. Thank you. We proceed now to the awarding of the degrees. Dr. Andy Kent, Executive Vice President and Provost, will present the candidates for the respective degrees.
We will begin with a Doctor of Philosophy degree in Business Administration from the Mitchell College of Business, Instructional Design and Development from the College of Education and Professional Studies, and Marine Sciences from the Stokes School of Marine and Environmental Sciences. Will the candidates for this degree and the graduate faculty for these units please stand? Mr. President, these students and those whose names appear in the printed program have completed the required program of study for the degree in the academic units just named. On behalf of the graduate faculty, I recommend these degrees be awarded.
Dr. Kent, by virtue of the authority granted to me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby award to each of you the degree for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations thereunto appertaining. The marshals will direct you to the stage.
Dr. Harold Pardue, Dean of the Graduate School, will present the diplomas. Members of the Board of Trustees and the respective deans will join me and President Bonner in congratulating the candidates. Dr. Susan Ferguson will call the roll. Candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree, please advance with your major professor to receive your hood.
The Graduate School. Dr. Clayton Thomas Bennett, Major Professor, Dr. Allison Robertson. Dr. Ashley Mae McDonald. Dr. Justin Seth Boyd, Major Professor, Dr. Joseph Hare. Dr. Courtney Young Bunch, Major Professor, Dr. Joseph Hare. Dr. Sarah C. Carrar, Major Professor, Dr. Robin Brower. Dr. Marc Pierre Dupont, Major Professor, Dr. Joseph Hare. Dr. Julius Ekaroma, Major Professor, Dr. Reed Cummings. Dr. Stephanie Marie Garay, Major Professor, Dr. James Van Hannigan. Dr. Crystal Shantar Hunt, Major Professor, Dr. Robin Brower. Dr. Angela Elizabeth Jordan, Major Professor, Dr. Joelle Billingsley. Dr. Charles Edward Smith, Major Professors, Dr. Emmanuel Efuso and Dr. Joshua Lambert. Dr. Terrence Mark Griffin, Major Professor, Dr. Emmanuel Efuso. Dr. Adrian Andrew Mott III, Major Professor, Dr. Joseph Hare. Dr. Caitlin Bear-Gravois, Major Professor, Dr. Joseph Hare. Dr. Cynthia Michelle Sullivan, Major Professors, Dr. Joseph Hare and Dr. Dana Harrison. Dr. Christine R. Summers, Major Professor, Dr. Joseph Hare. Dr. Abdullah Ben Ghanem El-Sheri, Major Professor, Dr. Joseph Hare. Dr. Terry Eugene Motley, Major Professor, Dr. Joseph Hare. Dr. Jalal Talal Akatari, Major Professor, Dr. Frank Butler, hooded by Dr. William Gillis. Dr. Dexavia Rochelle Turner, Major Professor, Dr. Robin Brower. Dr. Sonia White, Major Professor, Dr. William Gillis.
I now present the candidates for the Doctor of Education degree in the College of Education and Professional Studies. Will these candidates and the graduate faculty of this college please stand? Mr. President, these students and those whose names appear in the printed program have completed the required program of study for the degree in the academic unit just named. On behalf of the graduate faculty, I recommend the degrees be awarded.
By virtue of the authority granted to me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby award to each of you the degree for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations thereunto appertaining. The marshals will direct you to the stage.
Dean Pardue will present the diplomas. Dr. Angela Barlow, Dean of the College of Education and Professional Studies, and members of the Board of Trustees will join me and President Bonner in congratulating the degree candidates. Dr. Ferguson will call the roll. Candidates for the Doctor of Education degree, please advance with your major professor to receive your hood.
Dr. Kyle Dwight Bernie Lamar, Major Professor, Dr. Wanda Malden Green. Dr. Julia Elena Christman, Major Professor, Dr. Peggy Delmas. Dr. Cheryl Lynn Jones, Major Professor, Dr. Wanda Malden Green. Dr. Frank LeBaron Lucas Jr., Major Professor, Dr. Wanda Malden Green.
We now proceed to the awarding of Master's and Educational Specialist degrees to those candidates who have completed the required program of study in the College of Arts and Sciences, Mitchell College of Business, and the College of Education and Professional Studies. Candidates for the Master's and Educational Specialist degrees and the graduate faculty, please stand. Mr. President, these students and those whose names appear in the printed program have completed the required program of study for the degree in the academic unit just named. On behalf of the graduate faculty, I recommend the degrees be awarded.
By virtue of the authority granted to me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby award to each of you the degree for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and opportunities thereunto appertaining. The marshals will direct you to the stage.
Dean Pardue will present the diplomas. The respective dean will join me and President Bonner in congratulating the degree candidates. Dr. Ferguson will call the roll.
College of Arts and Sciences, Dean Andre Versbecki. Jeremy E. Buckner. Jamie E. Carpenter. Mariah Joy Conry. Jay Giles. Veronica Lynn Hall. Carolina O'Neill Holm. Emma Grace Lamb. Rachel Marie Lane. Jaravia Desiree Love. Molly Claire Mendoza, also receiving a Master of Science degree. Lauren Smith Newman. Darren DeMond Ray Sr. Madeline Hope Rotker. Alaise Saidi. Samura Sayeda. Bethany Amber Smith Fillingham. Alexandria Cameron Tisdale. Catherine Wall, also receiving a second Master of Arts degree. Camden Andrew Kaiser. Michelle Christian Turnage. Devin N. Booth. Benjamin Daniel Wiggins. Javier Ricardo Fernandez. Callie Simone Andrews. Isif Apia. Marlena Christine Barley. Matthew Haggerty Brannon. India Danielle Cherry. Tyler Jacob Crum. Lauren Taylor Devine. Deasia Mikkel Hedrick. Sharice Nicole Hodges. Kayla A. Holcomb. Jaquintus M. Jackson. Marin Elise Laporte. Wesley Adam McPherson. Peter Neapau Knopp. Christian Alexander Perry. Taylor Elise Petway. Hannah Grace Stiles. Jontaria D'Angela Williams. Cameron James D'Onofrio. Vioma Prakash Jani. Anna Elizabeth Reimer. Daniel M. Servos. Ella B. Absher. Jacob Daniel Brand. Sean Cahill Collins. Brianna Susan Jansen. London G.K. Bowers. Courtney Nicole Lewis. Mary Catherine Rayner. David Robert Willard. Kayla Rose Beitzel. Catalina Marie Cunningham. Bailey Jo Hedinger. Jacorian DeQuan Johnson. Zachary Tyler Ram. Jova Myron. Faria Binta Carr. Nimra Ismail. Akayla Yule. Mitchell College of Business, Dean Michael Capella. Leah Catherine Davis. Alexandria Orloff. Jacob Kane Spears. Randall Coleman Sully. Randall Chase Sutherland. Louis Anthony. Ahmed Aziz. Isaac Stanton Collier. Alan Daly III. Elizabeth Morgan King. Audrey A. Manjuroshina. Gracie Caroline Overstreet. Leighton Mitchell. William Dalton Hughes II. Shane Michael Monagle. Jonathan Wynn. Paul Sartain Powers III. Santia Javon Roming. Cherie Sia Rembert. Jordan Elise Rouser. Charles Brylan Shirley. Brandon Robert Sheridan. Jakasia M. Smith. Mark J. Thornton. Jared Marshall Tillman. Mary Nall Wilder. College of Education and Professional Studies, Dean Angela Barlow. Marjorie Lucille Burkett. Dewan Ayler. Skylar E. Ayers. Lindsay Riddick Bastida. Elizabeth Brooker Bordeaux. Dion Elizabeth Castor. Taylor Dalton Williams. Emily K. Douglas. Autumn Marie Faulkner. Taylor Renee Frazier. Jennifer Lynn Freeland. Ruth Kerr Germany. Charlene Denise Haley. Tony Michelle Henry. Kaylee Marissa Huerta. Yoko Inoue. Kelly Brooks Isbell. Leah S. Johnson-Crite. Kaylee Burns Johnston. Kenya Renee Lewis. Luana April Madden. Natasha Elizabeth Morelli. Chaz Christopher McGee. Joyce Fleming Morris. Tara Melissa Perez. Andrew Pham. Caitlin Ray. Sean Austin Schlump. Shelby Diane Schwan. Stacy Lynn Strickland. Tangeria Charmaine Todd. Rita Burguri Trutel. Janine Allison Vaughn. Brandon S. Williams. Devontae Shaquille Williams. Rachel Arizona. Amelia Arizona Sacre. Tommy Lee Bridges Jr. Angie Dion Brown. Diamond Aaliyah Burke. Jessica Nicole Campbell. Victory Courtney. Alyssa Gabrielle Dearman. Jordan Valerie Dubose. Julie Young. Kennedy G. Eckhoff. Maryam Mohammed El Shark. Dylan Fasayero. Zachary Logan Francis. Aubriana Marie Gavral. Dallas Marquise Gamble. Virginia Grace Garraway. Kimberly Ann Graves. Emily Christine Hilst. Bryce Fitzgerald Jackson. Thomas Turner Johnson. Samaya Darlene Jones. Zaylee Yasmin King. Kelsey Monique Lee. Caleb Mabins. Maya N. Maples. Timmy D. Marinan Jr. Ann Elizabeth Macia. Kara McCants. Heather Holland McCollum. Dustin Aaron Melton. Andrew Michael Moore. Monica Schultz Peterson. Abby D. Polk. Jacob J. Quinn. Haley Elena Rose. Ashley N. Fegan. Kamisha Monique Washington. Brianna N. Reed. Julia Eileen Smiley. Blake Colton Stanley. Marco Vincent Galarza. Ruby Alexandria Staten. Kobe Sang True. Megan Valance. Olivia Elizabeth Fadala. Mia D. Williams. Gracie M. Ferguson. Essena Preston Carter.
We proceed to the awarding of baccalaureate degrees to those candidates who have completed the required program of study. Candidates for the baccalaureate degrees and the faculty in these colleges, please stand. That means everybody getting an undergraduate degree. Mr. President, these students and those whose names appear in the printed program have completed the required program of study. On behalf of the faculty of these units, I recommend that the degrees be awarded.
Thank you, Dr. Kent. By virtue of the authority granted to me by the Board of Trustees of the University of South Alabama, I hereby award to each of you the degree for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations thereunto appertaining. The marshals will direct you to the stage.
The respective college dean will present the diplomas. President Bonner and I will congratulate the degree candidates. Dr. Ferguson will call the roll. Out of respect for all of our graduates, please limit the amount of time you take to celebrate. We want all graduates and their families to have the opportunity to hear names being announced and enjoy this special moment.
College of Arts and Sciences. Linda E. Abels, cum laude. Elise Brianna Ackles. Stephen Hunter Allen. Michael T. Allison, cum laude. Dima J. Alshka, cum laude. Derek A. Antelan. Madison Claire Arcand, cum laude. Emily P. Armour, cum laude. Dakota Rain Austin. Jeffrey Dwayne Beatty, Jr. Sophia A. Bahena, cum laude. Madison Mary Jane Baker. Kendall Ballard. Anthony Micah Battaglia. Tyler Wade Bell. Nicole Marie Boken, magna cum laude. Abigail Marita Bosarge. Marley Jane Bradford. Savannah Julia Branch. Anna Louise Brazil. Hunter A. Brown. Eva Leanne Birch, magna cum laude. Jasmine Kasaya Burgess. Micah Burkholder. Caitlin Ann Bushaw. Anna Claire Butler. Thomas Elijah Calley. India Paige Campbell, cum laude, University Honors College. Tiana S. Kaysen. Frank L. Cassidy IV, summa cum laude. Cassidy K. Cawthon. Jordan Lee Christa. Brandon Ellis Clark, summa cum laude. Mashaya Khalees Coates, magna cum laude. Delwyn Eugene Collins II. Jose Andre Correa. Kevin Dahlberg. Krista A. Davis. Deja Simone Davis. Lane DeBartoleben III. Jemiah Nicole Deemer. Devin DeJarnette, summa cum laude. Nicolette Jamaro DeWeaver. Delaney L. Drury, summa cum laude, University Honors College. Hannah Grace Durgan. Caroline Grace Dute. Madeline Estelle Evans, magna cum laude. Julia Grace Ezel. Emma Rose Farb. Tyler Fickling, cum laude. Harrison Foster. Jonathan Paul Garman Robinson. Rebecca Lynn Gartman, cum laude. Bella Grace Jen, summa cum laude, University Honors College. Beatrice Bloom Graves. Savannah Michael Gunlock. Sarah Jane Hamilton, summa cum laude. Glory Beth Hartman, magna cum laude. Frederick George Helmsing III. Kelly Naoko Ingram. Summer Hendricks. Michael McQuillan Herrero. Hayden Cole Height. Magdalene C. Jeldon. Katie Holmes. Nicole Elsa Hubble. Alexander Wayne Isfording. Carson Edward James, summa cum laude. Marie Jansen, summa cum laude. Brendan William Johnson. Morgan Lee Helen Johnson. Anna Delaney Jones. Sadie Corcoran Jones, cum laude. Marissa Kazmernick. Elena K. Olnick, the first. Tiana Anita Kendall. Cameron Marissa Lacey, cum laude. Avery Gabrielle Lambert, cum laude, University Honors College. John Anthony Lawrence. Logan Patrick Lewis. Malia J. Lewis, cum laude. Madeline Grace Literal. Eric Douglas Logan. Stephen Walker Lumpkin Jr. Sydney Faith Lunsford, cum laude. Lila Marie Lyons, cum laude. Patricia Sofia Maldonado. Leah Rachel Malofsky. Lillian Grace Marchand. Molina Mata, summa cum laude. Caitlin Nicole Maldlin I. Sean Patrick McAllister. Paul Wesley Cordell McCall. Brianne G. McDonald, cum laude. Ashley Maeve McPhillips. Reagan E. McShane. Grace D. Milburn, cum laude. Amanda R. Miller, summa cum laude. Morgan E. Miller, cum laude. Hallie Nicole Minier. Aisha Donovan Moncrief. Jasmine Nicole Osborne. Kendall Elizabeth Navarre, cum laude. Maybelline Navedo Gilzara. James Connor Overstreet. Elena Panmi, summa cum laude. Joy Gunvant Patel, cum laude. Lauren Grace Peacock. Matthew Peak, cum laude. Cody S. Pavarnik. Morgan Taylor Phillips. Alexander Joseph Potter, summa cum laude. Olivia Powers, cum laude, University Honors College. Taylor M. Ray. Seth Cole Reynolds. Brianna M. Richardson. Kaya Danielle Richardson. Jakira S. Rivers, cum laude. Bailey Roberts. Chastity Adams Romero. Quentin M. Russell. Abby Kathleen Sargent, summa cum laude, Departmental Honors College, also receiving a second Bachelor of Arts degree. Michaela Alexis Satterley. Taylor P. Schaller, magna cum laude. Rebecca Ann Chapin. Maria Michelle Sherman. Ian James Silva, summa cum laude. Shubari Singh, summa cum laude, University Honors College. Alessandra Denise Smith, magna cum laude. Autumn Smith, magna cum laude. Graham Owen Smith. Savannah Ryan Smith. Summer Smith. Mary Alexis Sorrells. Lexi Ann Starr. Jasmine Rose Starsky, summa cum laude. Annabelle Steelman, magna cum laude. Alyssa Jade Streeter. Aiden Durrell Strickland. Sarah Madeline Strope, summa cum laude. Katie Michelle Sunsdal, summa cum laude. Isabella M. Swan, magna cum laude, also receiving a Bachelor of Science degree. John Paul Sylvester, cum laude. Colin Tashney. Caitlin Thomas. Dylan Thomas, magna cum laude. Jason Luke Trewick, magna cum laude. James Bradford Tucker. Malia Unishiro, summa cum laude. Kara Janae Wager. Chia Kirian Wayne. Hannah G. Walker, summa cum laude. Eric L. Ware. Ashlyn Avent Watts. Corinne Victoria Whiting, summa cum laude. Brittany Chantel Wiley, summa cum laude. Jacelyn Ariana Denise Wilkerson. Caitlin L. Williams. Kaylee Dion Williams. Parker Lamar Wilson. Blake Dixon Wingard, summa cum laude. Kyle Winstead. Talor Simone Wolf. Carter R. Woodard. Keyshawn Danae Woodyard. Nyla Deshay Warmley, magna cum laude. Christopher Scheller Wright, magna cum laude. Stone Yarnell. Shakiria Sherelle Young. Jameson Zach, summa cum laude. Joelle Daphne Zogby. Jeremy Khalil Bronner, summa cum laude. Jonathan Patrick Clare, cum laude. Sophia Elizabeth Hayden, magna cum laude. Saren Smith. Nathan Montez Wesley. Tamarius Alexandra McDuffie. Dwayne J. Wheat. Desiree Whitehead. Jamie Tarico Wiggins Jr. Elizabeth Rebecca Faust, magna cum laude. Wendell O. Mosley, summa cum laude. Mark D. Saylor, magna cum laude. Joseph A. White, magna cum laude. Lydia N. Craig. Katrina D. Cook, cum laude, University Honors College. Hannah Villani. Rakayla Sewer. Kristen Elizabeth Allen, cum laude. Anastasia Zoe Lee Ashley. Connor Jett Atwell. Amanda Jean Avery. Michaela Elise Mack. Avery Danielle Beckham, summa cum laude. Pierce Bolding. Evelyn Salee Brackbush, magna cum laude. Samuel Wesley Brinson. Bryson Levi Britton. Isabella Blanche Baker, Honors College, cum laude, also receiving a Bachelor of Science degree. Derek Jermaine Burpo, Jr. Madison L. Campbell. Marley M. Carpenter, cum laude. Ashley N. Chalette. John G. Clark, summa cum laude, Departmental Honors College. Drake Cobb. Sydney Como, magna cum laude. Christopher Ferris Crawford, cum laude. Sierra J. Crump. Jenny Dang. Catherine Pearl Dodd, cum laude. Christopher Duran. Autumn Lee Dykes. Jayla M. Eccles. Brooke Allison Edge, summa cum laude. Jared Alexander Ellis, Sr. Zoe Elizabeth Emard, magna cum laude. Emma Catherine Fagerstrom. Sarah G. Farmer, magna cum laude. Jacob Benjamin Fettner. Cooper Davis Forsyth. Cordelia Bryn Gillenwater, magna cum laude. Ryan James Groover, cum laude. Haley Brooke Goldsby. Marissa Shanice Hall, cum laude. Gracie Danae Hankins, cum laude. Melina Lee Harris, magna cum laude. Caitlin Elise Hirchenhan. Skylar Mackenzie Hickman, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Holmes, magna cum laude. Aaron E. Jackson. James Alexander Johnston, cum laude. Jensen Olivia Jones. John Williams Kennedy, Jr. James V. Clopel, Jr. Elise C. Knoll, magna cum laude. Abigail Taylor Cratch, summa cum laude. Michael James Lambert, magna cum laude. Taylor Michelle Lane, cum laude. Mariah Christina Levins, summa cum laude. Alyssa Marie Patone. Ashley Renee Lucas, magna cum laude. Enrique Ignacio Macome Gonzalez. Morgan Trinity Matthews, cum laude. Amberly Maccabee, summa cum laude. Luke McDonald. Madigan Faith McInnes. Kaylee McLean. Shane Medley. Tyler Mybom. Megan R. Mitch. Kelsey Faith Netherton, cum laude. Vanessa Brianna Nearer. Matthew Falk Wynn, cum laude. Sierra Justine Osborne. Emily Nicole Parrish, summa cum laude, University Honors College. Olivia Delaney Pickett, summa cum laude. Julia Catherine Pope, magna cum laude. Jasmine Potter, magna cum laude. Justin Bradley Puckett, magna cum laude. Dakota Allen Rayburn. Catherine Jean Rains, cum laude, University Honors College. Kendall Vivian Ransom, summa cum laude, University Honors College. Isabella A. Rosello. Hannah Gail Roth. Trayvon T. Russ. Katie Blythe Shaw. Abigail Rose Silvestri. James R. Smith. Amber Mai Tannehill, cum laude. Cameron Riley Tanner. Genevieve Elizabeth Taylor. Gianna Ashanti Trainer. Livette M. Tucker. Gabrielle Ashlyn Tumbleston, cum laude. Brianna Nicole Watson. Ariel Abigail White. Jordan Reed Whiteley, magna cum laude. Ashanti Whitaker. Ethan Cole Zybus. Jennifer Anderson. Kelsey E. Ellis. Brianna Noretta Green, magna cum laude. Dalen Grills. Kala Sophia Hayes. Catherine Lee Sands, magna cum laude. Kelsey D. Teal, summa cum laude. Jade U. Watts. Our final degree candidate in the College of Arts and Sciences, Hannah Fink, also known as Miss Paula, one of our university mascots. College of Business. Macy Elizabeth Adams, summa cum laude. Taylor Summerlin Allen. Riley Ann Avant, magna cum laude. Marion Lee Bell, magna cum laude, University Honors College. Mary Catherine Berry, magna cum laude. Brooklyn R. Boggs, magna cum laude. Tiffany Bolton. Brianna Nicole Britton Rocker. Audrey Leona Brown, cum laude. Jeffrey K. Brown. Caitlin Victoria Burke. Matthew P. Callan. Bryce Thomas Carver. Claire V. Chagot, summa cum laude. Vanna Chow, magna cum laude. Saxon Lee Coker. Price Jackson Conley. Aubrey Brent Copes. Samantha J. Cox. Tyler L. Cross, cum laude. Christina Ashlyn Dahl, magna cum laude. Colby Shane Dalrymple. Sean Terry Dardeau, Jr. Hannah Rose Dorsey. Cole Evan Dunlap. Amelia G. Dunn. Kyra Grace Earls, magna cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Edmond, cum laude. Garrett Hampton Epps. Dawson David Erksleben. Kelsey Michaela Esco. Hunter J. Fairchild. Sophia Elizabeth Thimiano. Nicholas Glass. Yaneli Gomez Ariano. Armina Lee Green, cum laude. Mary Greenleaf. Connor Gullidge. John M. Guthrie. Luke Austin Hammond. Jansen Brady Hilbin. Jackson Frederick Hawley. Gregory F. Howard, Jr. Allison Elizabeth Hendry. Reagan Elizabeth Howard, cum laude. Caitlin Ashley Brunson Hudson, magna cum laude. Nicholas Joseph Hurst. Stephanie Min Soon Nguyen, summa cum laude, University Honors College. Carson Isbell. Avery J. Jackson. Mackenzie Marie Jacober, magna cum laude. Ethan Michael Jennings. Hannah C. Keel, magna cum laude. Isabella Ray Keenum. Sarah Elizabeth Keith. Madeline D. Kelly. Harrison Walker Kelly. Lainey Elizabeth King. Peyton Reed King, summa cum laude. Julia Kozler. Maxwell Land. Samuel A. Loper. Jarrett Christopher Moresco, cum laude. Allison P. Martin. Patrick Thomas Martin, summa cum laude. Sean Anthony Martin, summa cum laude. Andrew Thomas Mastrone, cum laude. Haley V. May. Michaela McCurdy. William B. McLean. Alexander M. Miners, cum laude. Cade Nicole Myers, summa cum laude. Rena D. Minifield. Madeline Christine Mitchell, cum laude. Francisco Javier Montoya Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Kristen Brianne Moran. Lily Beth Morrison. Quinn Patrick Murphy, cum laude. Luke Ryan Nelson. Noah Lee Nelson. Christian An Nguyen. Kaylin H. Nguyen, magna cum laude. Mai An Nguyen, magna cum laude. Susanna Georgina Odit. David Avery Oram, magna cum laude. Madison Paige Ostrowski. Prishana Patel. Brianna Marie Powell, cum laude. Connor Jackson Powell. Roy Everett Price. Daniel Hank Rader Jr., cum laude. Kristen J. Ramsey. Nicholas Gabriel Rathley. Caden Burton Redmond. Michael A. Reed. Colin Gage Rice. Rihanna N. Riley, summa cum laude. Charles Walter Rowe. Priscilla A. Salazar. Danielle Lee Sanford. Avery Victoria Saxon. Jax H. Scholl. Joseph Ciela, cum laude. Peter Robert Shields. Elizabeth M. Skeen, magna cum laude. Christopher Lee Smith, Jr. Jeanette Smith. Grace Elizabeth Suter, summa cum laude. Jack Francis Tarbono. John M. Thompson, cum laude. Jewel Dawn Tolles, cum laude. Elizabeth Renee Ulrich. Carly Elise Underwood. Laura Claudia Vandermeer. Lily S. Waldrop, cum laude. Benjamin Alexander Watson. Anna E. Whitehurst. Connor Vance Whitley. Annabelle L. Whitman. Avery Elizabeth Williams. Miranda Williams. Charlie D. Wine, cum laude. Harvey Zoe, magna cum laude. College of Education. Christopher Edward Baldner. Jessica Tiana Wright. Lamondre Eumerius Brooks. Allison Grace Hembry. Christopher Dion Hollifield, Jr. Elijah Gregory Ormiston. Lauren Ashley Pritchett. Caleb E. Richardson. Jasmine R. Richardson. Gavin K. Robinson, summa cum laude. Sharon Siegel. Jakayla Nicole Alexander. Matthew Alsup. Amaya Linnell Alvarez. Cassie Diane Aspinwall, cum laude. Carrington Faith Baggett, cum laude. Jennifer Hinken Ballard. Aribo Grace Barbie. Mary Glenn Emerson Barlow, cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth Behringer, magna cum laude. Connor Davis Beck, cum laude. Sophie Best, cum laude. Charles G. Batner. Mia Bailey Bill. Anna M. Christensen. Dorisha Lakia Booker. Jacoby Boswell. Savannah Rex Brannon, cum laude. Adrian Renee Washington Brantley. Keon Jamar Farmer. Hannah Irene Brewster. Melody Brooke Brady, summa cum laude. Randy Brady. Janice Gloria Bumpers. Kristen Nicole Bush. Gracie Denise Clark. Caitlin Marie Calhoun. Maya N. Callier. Cameron Marcel Carter. Brianna Kayleen Clark, cum laude. Tyler Elisha Cobb, summa cum laude. Alyssa R. Cooper, summa cum laude. Mary Grace Cooper. Julian Cruz Castillo. Hannah L. Daniels, summa cum laude. Maisie Diggs, summa cum laude. Edward Owen Duncan III, cum laude. Terralyn Monique Duncan. Alexia Noel Echoshard. Catherine Renee Follow, magna cum laude. Rains J. Faulkner, magna cum laude. Carolyn Grace Finney, summa cum laude. Sloan A. Fone, magna cum laude. Kyra M. DeWalt. Amber Fortenberry, magna cum laude. Victoria Lorraine Foster, summa cum laude. Jonathan D. Fountain. Ellie Jordan Layton, magna cum laude. Matthew Jacob Franks, magna cum laude. Jonathan M. Friday. Cameron Iman Gaines. Nina Marie Garrett, cum laude. Chloe Elizabeth Jardina, summa cum laude. Alexia Denise Gibbs. Sydney Leanne Gillentine. Siobhan Latisse Gratton. Tara Green. Anna Grace Greer. Jessiana Almarie Gregory, magna cum laude. Arthur Johnson Grogan, cum laude. Alyssa Denise Hall, magna cum laude. Meg Elizabeth Hannon, summa cum laude. Haley Hardesty, magna cum laude. Erin A. Hardy. Cahill Taylor Harris. Madeline Sue Haston, cum laude. Madison Faith Hayes. Acadia Diane Hayes, summa cum laude. Mitchell Lawrence Herr. Tyrone Lamar Hendry. Ryan Stafford Henry. Cameron Jessica Hicks. Sherelle K. Holcomb, cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Hollingsworth, summa cum laude, University Honors College. Nicole Catherine Hoppy, magna cum laude. Julia Horner. Jared B. Hudson, cum laude. Emma Elizabeth Irons. Lucas Aidan Ismaili. Jacob Trenton Jackson. Jaden Michael Jackson, cum laude. Jaden Calvin Jordan. Garrett Kangas. April Nicole Casper. Deline Kleinhans, summa cum laude. Ashton Elizabeth Knight, magna cum laude. Chloe Madison Nippers. Madison Nicole Kolick. Noah Farrell Lafferty. Amber Gabrielle Lee. Ashlyn M. Kelly. Azaria Lett. Chelsea Ann Lucasen, summa cum laude. Lillian Grace Lucas. Tyson Pruitt. Jasius K. Timmons Green. John Todd Malinakis. Hector Giovanni Mangal Duran. Malaysia Monique Marbury, cum laude. Brina Marsland, magna cum laude. Marvin W. Martin Jr. Key Anthony MacArthur, magna cum laude. Nicholas John McCarthy. Malia R. McCollum, cum laude. Taryn Faith McDonald, cum laude. Darius James McKenzie. Haley Bray Williams. Janet Berenice Melchor. Ashton N. Meredith. Kennedy Alexandria Merritt. Lauren Beth Metzler, summa cum laude. Christopher Ryan Miller. Sydney Lane Miller, summa cum laude. Tajima Miller. Nicholas Alexander Millsap. Kennedy Journey Minefield. Christina Marie Moore. Allison Page Morris, magna cum laude. Kate Carol Ann Nicholson. Megan Oliver. Chelsea Judith Oliveras. Amanda K. Overstreet. Emily Mills Overstreet, magna cum laude. Brenda Pantoa Pina, summa cum laude. Patrick Eugene Paulson, Jr. Jade Isabella Perkins. Erin Nicole Perry. Lane Elizabeth Peters. Christopher T. Pickett. Mary Caroline Pierce, cum laude. Cesar Eduardo Portillo. Alexis Danielle Powell, summa cum laude. Kyle Radmeyer. Nariah F. Rader. Alexandra D. Rayborn, cum laude. Maya Ray Reeves. Elizabeth Ann Reynolds, magna cum laude. Maggie Marie Reichard, magna cum laude. William Tyler Roberts. Josie Caroline Rodham. Connor Ray Roden, summa cum laude. Anthony James Rogers. Samantha N. Rogers, magna cum laude. Seth A. Russo. Alyssa Brienne Spertoli, summa cum laude. Holly A. Seabridge. Riley Ann Serpas. Allison Grace Sherrick, cum laude. Lance B. Sheffield, magna cum laude. Brian Allen Shepard. Ja'Cory Jerome Shepard, magna cum laude. Addison Gabrielle Shepard. Jesselyn A. Shields, magna cum laude. Kayla Shirley. Martha Grayson Simison. Jamie Renee Simpson. Alyssa Ann Mercer Skinner, cum laude. Edward Smith IV. Sydney Gale Smith. Matthew Clark Stanley. Kimori Shuntone Steele. Jarrett Weiland Straight Lutzow, cum laude. Jonathan J. Street. Heather Iris Stroh, cum laude. Cassidy Orchid Swift, cum laude. Meredith Claire Taylor. Victor Jacoby Thomas. Christian Thompson. Bree A. Thrasher, magna cum laude. Erin Grace Tolbert. Ijari S. Turner. Larkin Renee Tyler. Abigail Snow Updike. Caitlin R. Varnador, summa cum laude. Delaney R. Ware, magna cum laude. Kylie Warren, magna cum laude. Kelvin Lee Wilcox II. Angela Bedsole Williams. Sam Emery Williams. Alex L. Wilson. Taylor Lee Wilson. Carly G. Woods, magna cum laude. Catherine Teresa Wren, cum laude. Ashanti Lene India Gibson, summa cum laude.
We proceed to the recognition of those students who have completed the requirements for the Passage USA program. Passage USA Dean Barlow will present the certificates. President Bonner and I will congratulate the students. Dr. Ferguson will call the roll.
Dean Wallace Crabtree. Brandon M. Driver. Cameron Daniel Todd. Caden Chandler. Naya Alexandria Bryant. Madison Elise McClendon. Joseph Caleb Cherry. Brady Denson. Zethlin E. Voss. Ethan Bradley Richards.
Well, here we are, the moment you've all been waiting on. Please join in congratulating the class of 2025. It is a tradition at the university, at universities everywhere, for undergraduates to wear their mortarboard tassels on the right side, which symbolizes their time as a student. But now your degrees have been conferred, and you've joined the ranks of more than 102,000 alumni. So please, at this time, move your tassels to the left. So as everyone here knows, Mobile is the birthplace of Mardi Gras. And we began a tradition in December when we commenced our 100,000th graduate by bringing one of the most famous, legendary bands in America to help escort our seniors into being alumni. So as soon as the lead from the processional stage makes its way, you will, seniors, graduates, be able to follow in the footsteps and the music of the Excelsior Band. Congratulations and go Jags!